Rather than overwhelming users with available data when they open a dashboard, it is advisable to display data for a limited time period. No matter the domain, whether finance, supply chain, or human resource, it is essential to show data that is more relevant to the current date. For example, collection outstanding for more than 180 days or 365 days needs much more attention. Note that we are discussing defaulting the date, which means user can update the date as per the ad hoc needs. In today's video, we will learn the two approach of having a dynamic date. One is daily increment. An example could be collection due in next 7 days. So if my current date is 1st October, so the default date would be as from to date, that is 8th October, 7 plus the current date. When the 15 October comes, it will change to 22nd October. So this defaulting will be dynamically, user does not need to do anything. Second type of increment could be, that is the period increment. So here my from and to date could be a beginning of the period or end of the period, and how much beginning or end that we can decide. Like current means the same period in which the current date is falling. So if the current date is 1st October, my from date will be 1st October and to date could be 31st October. So this will remain same till the 31st October, and once the 1st November comes, when user open a dashboard, the default dates will be 1st November to 30th November. So what you will learn at the end of the video is you can set your from and to date as current date or some days prior or before the current date, beginning of one period ahead, 1 month ahead, quarter or year ahead, or end of the month, period or quarter after 1 month, 2 month, or any other duration that you may like. So let's begin the learning. For our test case purpose, we will be using invoice creation dashboard. This is the prompt that we have used, the creation date, and by default the operator is between, so I can have the two dates, from and to. The options gives a default selection. When I go for specific values, here it allows me to select a date, but please note that this date will remain static irrespective of the days. Today is there, this will not get updated. So the specific values will not serve our need. So what we need is to select this SQL results, and in the SQL results you need to write the SQL, the selecting columns from a subject area. So as we are not good at this part, so what we will do is we create an analysis, select a subject area as payable, invoice, transactions subject area. You can select any other analysis provided we need this time folder in it. So select any column. First I will see the how we can set a current date. So edit formula function, under the calendar date I will select the current date function. So it returns the current date based on the Oracle Analytics server. Just give a custom name. Now in the result I should be able to see the current date, that is 18 October. To get the SQL, go to the graph, other views. So here the SQL is available. I need to copy this select and up to this real time, excluding I will not select from the order by column. Copy, go back to my SQL part. So just for understanding I will copy under both the things, same thing. So remove this first 0 s_0. So okay, and now we can see here the from and to date has been defaulted to current date. I would like to see that here 11th October comes, and when 19th October this date gets updated. Let's go back again. Here in the current date I need to add -7 days. So I will go back again to edit formula, and in the function I will select the function that is timestamp add. So it has 3 input: interval, expression, and timestamp. So interval could be second, minute, hours, day, week. So for my case, as of now I need an day, so I will select this, copy it out. In the second expression, what number we would like to add. So in my case, I would like 7 days prior, so -7. And which date? So the third option is the current date. So deduct 7 days from the current date. That is what my requirement. Okay. So in the interval, I will paste it value, and here I need -7, and I'll delete out, and I will change name to last 7 days. Okay, let's see the output. Is it showing the 11th October? That's what I need. And here the query is also updated, so I will copy it down, go back to the prompt, copy, and in the from portion paste. Again remove this first one. Okay, so now we see here 7 days ahead has been calculated. So let's change, instead of 18th October, if I want to default the next 7 days, paste +7. So 18 plus 7, that should be 25th. So now as an end user, I am getting 7 days prior and 7 days after as a prompt date. So the user will be able to see something which is 7 days before and 7 days after in the dashboard prompt. So this was for the days if it was like a month ahead. So again, let's go back to analysis. Let's come back again to this formula. So instead of having day, we need a month. So -1 and current date, last 1 month. So in the result, now we see current date is 18 October. So it has just detected 18 September has been available. So we want like this, copy, paste to the from date. So I hope you got the point. So the syntax are same for all. If we want 5 days plus, do the plus. If we want 7 days minus, make a negative. Month, make a month. If quarter, year, all the intervals are available. Which intervals we want. Select the intervals, minute, second, quarter, year, and plus or minus from the current date, we can do it. So I hope the first case was very simple, where we could add the additional information. Now let's go back to the another point where we need the beginning of the month. So if today is October, I want 1st October to current date. We know that the current date formula is this. And here what I need is the beginning of the current month. So that should be 1st October. Let's go back to analysis. Also let me set back again the current date. And I will add a report date to it. And we need is the first date, calendar month start date. So first I will show you the result and then explain what this 2 column does. So report date is a date that starts from 1950 to 2100. So that is by default all the dates that will be available, and whatever month is in this date, the start date of that month will be available. So here what we need is the report date which is equal to the current month. So then we will have a one single row. So this report date will be have only one date for one record for one date, single record. So I need to compare this report equal to the current date. So first open this edit formula, copy it out, and in the report date make a filter as SQL expression. So report date is equal to current date, and see the result. So now we have only one record, and here what we want is the calendar month start date. So this column, we don't want these two columns in the output. So I can copy this SQL up to again before this order part and paste over here. So what we need is only this current start date. So all other columns I will remove. So please ensure that there is no comma behind this before the from. Now I will click OK. So here it has defaulted from 1st October. So the current date changes to 19th October. It will remain same 20th October. Once the November comes, this will change to 1st November. Similarly, if we want a second end of the month, so instead of current date, end of this October, what I can do is go back to analysis. I will add one more column from this time folder as calendar month end. So now we have the calendar month end also. So here you can copy this column, only one column if we need, and this was end date. So we have achieved the one current month. If we want 1 month ahead, so what we want is report date not equal to current date, but report date should be equal to the date which is before 1 month. So changing this function again, add timestamp add, it was SQL underscore TSI underscore day, sorry month, 1 month prior and current date previous month. Now copy, and instead of report date is equal to current date, we paste this function. Now we see the results. So September, 30th September, 1st September. So just copy this query up to the word order and paste over here. Remove the other columns that are not needed. So end date not required, start date required. Okay. So 1st September. Let's check onto the dashboard. Save the prompt. Go to the dashboard. I will refresh the dashboard. So now you can see here 1st September to 30th October by default that has been set. And if I set ascending, so invoice creation is only after the September part. So I hope there was many cases that you have learned in this video. Some of the tips that I would like to share is, normally I used to create this as a separate analysis, and for each analysis when I need to have the query again, I will go to that analysis and copy from that analysis. So I will also recommend something that you need very frequently to use. Create all as a separate analysis, like current date, last 7 days, last 30 days, last 2 months, something like that. You create an analysis and reuse for your own purpose. So I hope this information is helpful to you. Please let me know if you have any queries or concerns. If you want to connect us for any reporting requirement, please connect us at the email address in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.